So the question is, for me today at least, when did nourishing our bodies become so complicated? Have you ever stopped and wondered? Because it seems as if everywhere we turn, to the left, to the right, there seems to be another diet, another powder, another supplement, another rule, another food we're told to be afraid of. Eat this, don't eat that. Count this, count that. Don't eat carbohydrates. The thing is, my friend, our bodies just need to be nourished. Hello friend, I'm Norma Elaine, qualified lecturer, health educator and advocate for a whole food, plant-based, oil-free lifestyle. This is the Plant-Powered Life, and here we have simple, practical, evidence-informed discussions about how our everyday choices can support better health. Now, in my last video, we spoke about how your body is talking to you. But today, I want to ask, what are we feeding the body that is talking to us? Our bodies just need raw materials. Just think. Every single day, your body is doing an extraordinary amount of work. Your heart is beating, your lungs are breathing, your brain is thinking. Your digestive system is working, your cells are repairing, communicating and producing energy. And all of that requires raw materials. And exactly where do those raw materials come from? They come from the food we eat. Always remember that food is not just something that fills our stomachs. It provides our bodies with essential nutrients, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, fats, protein, and phytonutrients. Now, all of those are essential nutrients which contribute in different ways to the environment in which our bodies have to function every single day. So perhaps instead of only asking, what should I stop eating, we should be asking, what does my body need more of? Now, one of the biggest lessons I have learned on my own plant-powered journey is thinking about adding. You see, healthy eating does not always have to begin with restriction. Sometimes it can begin with addition. Add another vegetable, add some leafy greens, add some beans, some lentils, some whole grains and potatoes or sweet potatoes. Not forgetting, of course, the flax seeds and chia seeds. And of course, let's not forget the fiber. Yes, that's right, add more plant foods. Because when we begin filling our plates with nourishing foods, something interesting begins to happen. You see, there's naturally less room for the foods that perhaps are not serving us quite as well. And that is one of the reasons the A in my ABC method stands for add. We begin by adding nourishment. So when I talk about nourishment, I'm talking about a whole food, plant-based way of eating. And whole food means foods that are as close as reasonably possible to the way they grew, whether it's on a tree or whether it's dug up from underground. I'm talking about fruits, vegetables, beans, whole grain, potatoes, nuts and seeds. You see, plant-based means that plants form the foundation of the plate. When I say oil-free, I'm talking about avoiding refined oils and getting essential fats predominantly from whole food sources instead, such as from avocados, for example. Now, I'm not suggesting that anyone, let alone everyone, has to transform their entire diet overnight. I wish I could. And why do I say that? Because I'm on a mission. I just want everybody on planet Earth to be well. Now, I know that sounds a little far-fetched, but when I visit the hospital, as I did over the weekend, I am astounded by the amount of people who are in hospital due to lifestyle diseases which are caused by the foods they have consumed, which can even be reversed. In any event, on this channel, I want us to understand why whole plant foods matter. But here's the thing, nourishing food does not have to be expensive or complicated. Some of the simplest foods can be incredibly nourishing. For example, a bowl of oats with fruit, beans and brown rice, lentil stew, potatoes with greens and vegetables, chickpeas with whole grains, a hearty vegetable soup, fruit for dessert. Just hearty, simple food. Food our bodies know how to use. So what are you feeding your body most of the time? And this is where I'd like us to reflect. And reflect with awareness, not with guilt or judgment. Take a look at what you normally eat during an average week. How much of it comes from whole plant foods? In fact, how much fiber are you getting, and how many different plants are appearing on your plate? How often are you eating beans, lentils, vegetables, fruits, and whole grains? You see, health is rarely about one solitary meal. It's the pattern, because what we repeatedly do actually matters. So here's something practical for you to do today. Have a look at your next meal and ask, what can I add to this plate to make it much more nourishing? Remember, I said add, not remove, add. Could you add a vegetable? Could you add some beans? Could you add fruit? Could you add a whole grain? That one question can begin to change the way you think about food. You'd be surprised. And over time, those small choices begin to build a lifestyle. So, my friend, perhaps nourishment was never meant to be quite as complicated as we have made it. So today I want to leave you with just one question. What are you feeding your body, and what could you add today to nourish it just a little bit better? Now, if you'd like some help in putting this into practice, please take a look at my plant-powered lifestyle, the ABC method. It's in the description below. It will help you to begin with 3 simple steps. Add, build, create. You're adding better choices, you're building better needs, and you are certainly creating a lifestyle you can actually live with. Just remember, small steps, big change, lasting health. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.